Okay, so today we're making our pixel art pin buttons, like these ones here. You'll be using pixel art to use this machine here to create your very own pin button. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is go to pixelapp.com, and I'll have the link. So go ahead, click Create Sprite. So this is like a blank canvas. And one of the first things we need to know here is how to work with this. So first, you just have some pens. You can draw with black, like this. Make a circle, do a happy face. Pretty easy. This shows you the total picture, and you can actually do animations if you want to. But we're not working on that today. So let's take this away here. Today we are going to first set up our canvas so that we have a 64 by 64 setup. So we go to resize here, 32 by 32. Let's just change that to 64 and then maintain aspect resize. So now we have 64 pixels in either direction. So you can go ahead, like I said before, and do that happy face however you want. You can color it in. If you want, you can also use this tool, the mirror tool, which helps you do a more symmetrical shape. And then that helps. You can also use the fill tool to like fill a different color. You can pick which one you want there. If you want to do yellow. But I'm going to show you specifically how to take images, like royalty-free images, and push it onto your button here. So for today's one, let's just try a pizza slice. So pizza slice, and oh, that's a good looking one right there. Let's go ahead and see if we can drag that up here onto Pixel App. And this is a huge picture, 5,000. So we're gonna resize it down to 64. And this next number is not also 64 because this is not a square. If this were a square, then it'd be 64 by 64, but it's okay for it to not be. So click import. Yep. Now that is super pixely. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna make it our own. But the first thing you need to do is add a new layer on top of it. So you can still kind of see it through. So we're gonna trace on layer 2 from layer 1. The layers are important so you can delete layer 1 when you're done and all you have is your work. So you can eyeball the colors if you want, but what's easy is to use the dropper tool. So I'm gonna pick like the lightest color of the crust for starters, then go back to layer 2 and just start coloring. Oh, so remember you do have to switch back to the pen tool. So I do the color picker, layer 1, click on the crust, click back to pen, layer 2, and then let's start to color in. So just for the crust, you can just quickly do this. And remember, we're going to have multiple layers. So if you do make mistakes, it'll be easier just to go over and fix it later. If you also want, you can do the right click will erase. I'm right clicking here, just to quickly fix anything while you're going. So let's just do the crust like this. Now I'm gonna move kind of fast for the sake of this video. Let's go ahead, let's take our next, a darker crust color picker, pick that one for darker, back to layer 2, back to pen. Let's add a little bit of darker crust in here. And you can remember art class, you do your shading. There we go. Now let's go back to layer 1. Let's start doing some tomato sauce first. Color picker, I'm gonna pick a nice red for tomato. And back to layer 2 and pen. So what I'm gonna do is kind of do the inner, just trace this out here. We're gonna add a little bit more bread into the bottom in a minute here. And then I think you can color fill it. There you go. Now we'll go back to layer 1. Let's grab some cheese. Color cheese. Let's get a cheesier color. There we go. Pen, layer 2. And now start like layering in your cheese. Right? So I'm just gonna go quickly here. And now let's get some pepperonis. So I know there's no pepperoni on this one, but I'm gonna just color pick a darker one there. Come on back to layer 2, circle, and then you can kind of do like some pepperonis here. Because, you know, it's an original product that you're making, so you can kind of choose how you want it to go. And I don't think I can fill, oh yeah, I can. But remember, pepperonis aren't just one color, so you can kind of change it up to make it look more realistic. Like that looks kind of good there. That looks good. And then let's go back here. Let's grab some lighter colors. And 2, make sure there. So now, obviously this isn't like wonderful, but it's good enough. So we're gonna trash out that last one. All I have left is my pepperoni. I can go ahead and add a background color. And let's go ahead and pick like something dark to help pop it. It could be like gray. There you go. And there you have your slice of cheese. Now what's really important here is to save it. We're gonna save it offline as a file. So save as .piskel. And then go here into your downloads folders using your file explorer. Click on downloads. Here is your Piskel app. Click on it and then drag it into your name, last name, first name file. You have to do that to be able to get it back tomorrow. And in the next video, I'll show you how to take this, put it onto Google Docs and print it so that we can make your butt.